Hey everyone, welcome back to the Encrypted Capital recap for Friday, March 12th. We've been covering Dent all week, and now it is finally starting to make its big move, or so it seems. We did notice that Telcoin made a nice move, going just below 1 penny, all the way up from our call, netting you a cool 7,500% gain. 75x your money if you listen to our call in our newsletter. You guys need to subscribe to our newsletter so you guys can get all that information on coins that have yet to pop, coins that have really good projects, coins that have really good teams backing them. We put all that stuff in our newsletter. You guys can get it for free 1 day a week, or if you guys want to do the paid membership, you guys can do the paid membership and get it 5 days a week. The link is in the description below. So I'm going to give out my Dent prediction here at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that if you guys want to see that. This is going to be a shorter video. It's Friday, and I am looking to get out of the office today. So first up, we got Bitcoin battles resistance near all-time high as possible double top looms. And it does look to me like we are going to get a little bit of a pullback here. It did look like a little bit of a double top coming up. We can see that it's starting to tease that 58,000 line. And in my opinion, I think that we will definitely have a little bit of a pullback here. But we got Tel and Dent massively in the green. And those are the only two cryptos that are in the green right now. Basically, everything else is selling off, 5 to 7%. So if you guys are new to the space, you guys definitely want to buy on the red days. Do not buy on the green days. I personally would not be entering Dent right now. We've already entered our positions and have them set. But I would be looking to enter something like maybe an Electronium or a Tezos or a Tron. All of those are at a discount right now, and I would wait to see if the weekend turns into a bloodbath before entering the position. As always, we recommend dollar cost averaging into your positions. You never want to buy on 1 day, because guess what? Everybody who FOMO'd in here, that Telcoin, you guys could be looking at a retrace here. I mean, this is up over 100% since the breakout, right? So where are we at here? 162% since the breakout. I think I would not be buying in at this point. I'd be waiting for a pullback, if anything. And if it did pull back, I would definitely expect it to test this half a penny region here. Next up, what do we got? Bitcoin backlash. Iran cracks down on crypto exchanges. It's funny because we always see this news come up when we're looking at a double top. How interesting is that to note? It says the current hawkish stance by Iranian officials against the country's crypto sector comes in the wake of Bitcoin's meteoric price rise since mid-December, feeding a growing appetite in Iran for crypto assets after the country's stock bubble burst last summer. And like I said, it's hilarious that all this stuff comes out right when we're hitting a double top. So I'd be wary if you guys were buying into your Bitcoin positions. You know our position. We are completely out of Bitcoin at this point. We feel like the gains have been exhausted and are looking to stuff our profits into, guess what? Suppressed assets. Find those good project guides. They are out there. And if you can't find them, sign up for our newsletter, because we will show you what projects we're looking into and where our portfolio sits. Next up, get this stupid ad out of here. This guy's stupid face, Bill Gates. Bitcoin's price is skyrocketing, so is its carbon footprint. Again, as the news comes out that Bitcoin is bad for the environment, we got Bill Gates, the apparent medical professional, or at least turned medical professional, is now stating that Bitcoin is bad for the environment. Obviously, Bitcoin is not the greatest technology in the world. We all know that Bitcoin is basically the AOL of the cryptocurrency market now. Really, really slow transaction times, high fees. I want to send Bitcoin, I'll be waiting, at least half a day to get my money. Or I just send XRP and get that ish in 4 seconds. Who do you think is a better cryptocurrency, Bitcoin or XRP? Leave your comments in the comment section down below and let us know what you would prefer. As far as we go, we're all about that XRP, baby. 4 seconds to clear. Hardly any transaction fees. I can send $100 million right now for fractions of a penny. And who are they working with? All the big banks. Bank of America has listed Ripple in their patents. That's where you guys want to be right now. When everybody is scared to buy, like they are XRP right now, that's where you guys should be looking. Do not follow the mainstream hype on Bitcoin right now and everybody FOMOing in because Elon Musk and his dumb doggy coin tweets and everything else that he's quoting all over the place about. I would not buy that one bit. I would definitely be looking for suppressed assets, talking about Tron, talking about XRP, even XLM, talking about Dent. All these coins, very suppressed in my opinion, and will go to the moon in due time. Next up, what do we got here? Got Mark Cuban. Billionaire Mark Cuban praised Dogecoin, trumpeted DeFi and NFTs, and dismissed Bitcoin as an inflation hedge in a recent interview. Here are the 21 best quotes. Let's go ahead and rip Mark Cuban up here. Let's see what he's saying. I haven't even read this yet. He says the stock market isn't going to stay where it is unless interest rates stay really low. If interest rates stay really low, then there's no other place to put your money. So people are going to put their money into stocks and alternative assets like NFTs. If interest rates get up to 3, 4, 5%, then you'll see the prices start to come down some. Yeah, most likely. Next up, when interest rates are this low, people are taking greater chances. If I'm going to make half of 1%, let me buy $600 of Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever it is and see where it goes. I completely agree with him. Definitely should be buying alternative assets. But I would be buying, when he states whatever it is, I'd be buying whatever it is, meaning anything else besides Bitcoin or Ethereum, because as we all know, a lot of the profits are exhausted. Think about the people that were buying at $3,900 Bitcoin. You're now up 15x your money. Do you really think it's going to go up another 15x, or should you find another suppressed asset? I think the latter. Next up, what does he say? You've got nothing else to do. You're sitting there and you've got this money. If you put it in the bank, it's going to make you nothing. I agree. He says crypto is like fantasy sports, explaining why the pandemic has accelerated adoption of cryptocurrencies. 100%. You guys can turn your Tezos or your Tron into an interest-bearing account. You can stake them in the ledger. I recommend doing that, but as always, this is not financial advice. Clearly, do your own research. Don't just listen to a guy like me who has a microphone. Next up, Bitcoin and blockchain. In the early days of the internet, everything went from analog to digital. Over the last 5 to 7 years, you've seen it becoming servitized, where it becomes an online service like DocuSign. Now you're going to see the blockchainization, that's a good word, of all that, where those same things can be put on a public blockchain, encrypted, validated, and made available far more easily. A lot less overhead and administration assigned to it, a lot less computing power required to manage it, a lot fewer employees, blah, 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 blah. Yes, this is the early days of cryptocurrency still. We're only roughly, 8, 9, 10 years in. He says this whole thing of Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency being a hedge against inflation, there's just no connection there whatsoever. You can't have something that's only available at the whim of hodlers and miners be a hedge to fiat. You just can't. I don't know. I think this is a hedge against inflation. I think that cryptocurrencies are a hedge against inflation, and I think that gold and silver are a hedge against inflation. I mean, where else can you go where you can make 50 to 100% in a day? And as we all know, alt season is right around the corner. So if you've done your research, you've been stuffing your bags full of alternative assets. I'm talking not Ethereum, not Bitcoin, but you're stuffing them into Tron, Tezos, Dash, Bitcoin Cash, all the ones that we've been discussing over the last how many months. That's where you guys need to be. Assets that are still 70 to 90% off their all-time high. Those assets will pop. Everything will pop in this next altcoin bull run. And we are so close to it, I can taste it. Next up, I'm not going to go through all the stuff he says. I've had way too much wine today. Bitcoin is an algorithmic source of scarcity and a store of value. This is the dumbest argument I've heard. Just because something is scarce does not make it valuable. As mentioned a million times, purple dog shit is scarce. It does not mean it has value. Bitcoin, that's all you got left is scarcity and a store of wealth. You guys are not anonymous anymore. You guys are not fast. You've never been fast. And your transaction fees suck. Why would you stick with Bitcoin when there are so many better technologies out there? Use your brain. And I'm going to end it on some doggy coin here. See what he says about doggy coin. Again, with Mark Cuban saying it's an easy way to have fun. And then he talks about buying for his son on Robinhood, less than a penny. Who cares? Says it's entertainment, it's addictive, it's cheap. Okay, they're probably going to end up sending this thing to $1 easy. But it's literally worth nothing. So you guys really need to research what you're buying. And if you're going to buy into the hype that Elon Musk and Mark Cuban quote out of their mouths, I think you guys are in the wrong. I mean, you guys can make a ton of money on doggy coin, don't get me wrong, but why would you want to invest in doggy coin when there are so many better assets out there that have a real world use case? Again, use your brain, do your research. Next up, what do we got? How Mark Cuban and other experts say Americans should spend their stimulus check. Let's see what he says about this. As mentioned, I have not read any of this. He says pay off credit cards. That's probably a good idea. You guys don't want to be holding debt as they usher in this new two-tier society of haves and have-nots. That's for sure. Yes, credit card debt can get out of control quickly. If you find yourself with money left over after paying off debt, put it in the bank. Is this guy retarded or what? I don't understand. Why would you put your money in a bank when you make huge, crazy gains on Telcoin, on Dent, on a million other cryptocurrencies? Why would you leave it in the bank when me as a business owner, I'm actually paying the bank to keep my money in there, which is terrible. I'm literally paying them to let them store my money, which they don't even have. Like if I want to go get 100 grand out of the bank right now, I'm gonna have to wait and they're gonna report me. Terrible idea. I don't know if Mark Cuban's an idiot, which I mean, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I think he's an idiot for trying to deter and mislead the retail traders. But then again, he's a billionaire. What do you expect? So enough with that article. Going on to the next one here. Downing about a full bottle of wine right now. Why crypto experts can't see doggy coin hitting $1. Yeah, so I talked about this. I think it will hit $1 because they're going to pump the shit out of it and it's going to go crazy. But it literally has no value unless they somehow incorporate value into doggy coin where, you know, they manipulate the chain somehow and they make it worth something, which who knows if they're going to do that. But the fact that Elon Musk and Mark Cuban are backing it and basically getting the retail traders in the market to go ahead and buy what it is they're selling, because that's who they will be selling to, is the retail traders. It's not going to be the billionaires that they're selling to. It's going to be the retail traders which are going to lose in this game. So you guys really need to do what I say in every single video. Find the suppressed assets. Find the stuff that no one's talking about. That's how you guys will make a killing. Subscribe to our newsletter. We're putting out a ton of awesome calls in there. We talked about Dent. We talked about Tel. Talked about VeChain. Talked about Uniswap. All those are up hundreds of percents by now. So do your research. Find people you know and trust. And I got to give you guys my Dent prediction here. So let's do this real quick. We'll pull up Dent. Let's see where it's been and where it's going. So I'm not going to zoom out all the way in the chart here, but if you guys look at its all-time high, you guys can find that on CoinMarketCap. All-time high of Dent is 11 cents. So statistically speaking, if we're seeing 10x gains from previous all-time highs, which we've seen time and time again in all of these bull runs, my price prediction for Dent, if its all-time high was 11 cents, I'm going to be looking at exactly $1 as an all-time high. And you guys can go ahead and buy it right now at 0.002 cents. I think it's a steal still. You guys can find that on KuCoin, although you do have to buy it with BTC. You cannot buy it with any other trading pair. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy the content. I'm almost wasted right now, but I'm going to leave work and get out of here. Hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter. And with that being said, we will catch you all in the next video.